Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something straightforward. How often do we begin a new journey only to give up when things get difficult? How many aspirations have been left behind? How many objectives remain incomplete because we struggled to remain consistent? Today, I want you to understand something critical. The real divider between success and failure isn't talent, and it certainly isn't luck. It's consistency. It's the determination to keep showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. We've all experienced that initial burst of motivation, when everything feels fresh and exciting, but then reality hits. The routine sets in. Life throws obstacles in our way. And what do? We take a step back. We hit pause. We convince ourselves we'll get back to it when we're more energized or when things settle down. But here's the truth. That perfect time you're waiting for may never come. The key lies in training yourself to keep going, even when it's tough. Consistency outweighs motivation, every time. And that's a fact you need to lock into your mindset if you truly want to reach your highest potential. Motivation is like a spark, bright, exciting, and capable of getting you started. But like any flame, it eventually dies down. What's left after that is either cold ash or a steady burning ember that refuses to go out, no matter how strong the wind blows.
Happy Tuesday, y'all. I'm so excited this morning. I love the days where I don't mind my Vaseline, okay? My face is right, moisturized to the bone because it is 9 degrees outside. It says it feels like -4. Basically, it's too cold to be out the household, and that's what I was saying. I love the days where I really don't want to go to the gym. Those are my favorite days to go to the gym. Like when I really don't want to do it, ooh, that's when I love to do it. Because you can feel the discipline building within you. You just feel it. I'm like, I really don't want to do this, and so I'm going to do it any daggone way to prove to myself that I can, and to build that discipline within my own self so that I can build that trust within my own self where it's like, I know you don't want to do this, but you need to do this. Even when you don't want to, even when you really don't want to, because it feels like it's -4 outside, you're going to do it anyways because you show up for you. Regardless of what it feels like, regardless of the circumstances, regardless whether you want to or not, you're going to do it anyways because you know that you need to, and you take care of you. And I love that. I love feeling that trust being built within myself. I love feeling my discipline getting stronger and stronger. I love when I stay consistent regardless of the circumstance. I feel like it's such a moment of growth. And I love that. These be my favorite days to go work out because I do not want to work out at all. With that being said, this is your daily reminder that you don't actually struggle with consistency. You struggle with what it is that you stay consistent to. And I will never forget the day that really hit me. I have always told myself, like, I wish I could do this, but I just struggle with consistency. I'm not really a consistent person. I wish I could hit this goal. I wish I could fulfill this dream. I wish I could do this thing. I wish I could become this. I wish I could fulfill this. I wish I could do all of these things in life, but I'm not consistent. And I know that I can't do it without consistency. And then it hit me one morning like, oh, baby, you're very consistent. You consistently don't do it. You consistently tell yourself yes when you need to be telling yourself no. You consistently eat those snacks. You consistently skip the gym. You consistently text that man back that you ain't got no business talking to, baby. You're very consistent. You're very consistent. You just need to switch up what it is that you are consistent to. Be consistent to things that are actually growing you. Be consistent to things that are actually helping you, that are actually evolving you, that are actually helping you become a better individual, and watch how your life flourishes. I am so consistent to my daily habits because I built a routine that is centered around growing me into the best version of myself on a regular basis, so that all I have to do on a daily basis is just stay consistent to the routine that I set in place to help myself. You are consistently dedicated to your routine, and your routine is actually set up for you to fail. You just don't really realize it because you think you're having fun. You think it's all cool, it's all fun, it's all kiki. You laughing all the daggone time. But you're actually sabotaging yourself, and you're consistent to your self-sabotage. You're not inconsistent. You just need to switch up what it is that you're consistent to. And that, my friends, is your daily reminder. I gotta go to the gym.
You cannot change your life unless you change something.
You can see my breath.
If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. No matter what it is. Many times you say to yourself, I gotta lose weight, I'm too fat. And then you know what? During the day you eat at night, and then next day you get mad at yourself. Well, what do you want? What do you want? You gotta change something.
I'm gonna have setbacks, I know. But if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
Okay. Whew, that felt so good. I'm so glad that I went. I'm telling you, like, yes, the workout felt good. It also felt really good to, like, take a second to stretch before my workout. I always stretch before my workout, but sometimes it's like I'm in a rush. Sometimes I'm in a rush because I gotta, like, hurry up and get home. Or I gotta be somewhere. So it's really nice to, like, slow down and actually stretch my body out before a workout. But I'm telling you, nothing beats that feeling of, like, getting myself to understand that when I do something that I don't actually want to be doing, but I know that I need to do it, I'm not trying to hurt myself. And it's like, when you talk about it, that's obvious, but I think sometimes internally our flesh is like, oh my God, you hate me, like you want to hurt me so bad. And it's really like, no, I promise, I know you don't want to do this, and this is gonna suck, and it might even be painful, but you have to do it because this is what's going to grow you into a better individual, a stronger individual. And if you just trust me, I feel like I'm always at war with the little girl inside of me who swears she knows what she's doing. There is this little Chelsea inside of me that is like, no, we need this, and we want to do this, and this is what's going to make us happy, and this is what's going to benefit us, and this is what, and it's like, sometimes I have to force that little voice inside of me to hush. Like, just be quiet, because you don't actually know what's best for yourself. You don't actually know what the heck you deeply desire. You think you know what you want, but you don't. And if I follow that little voice, it's going to lead me to destruction, because it has so many times throughout my life. And I feel like when I do things that I don't really want to do, just something little like going to the gym, getting a workout in, I feel like I'm training that little girl to trust me, trust my actions, trust my decisions, trust my voice over yours. Not because I hate you, but because I love you so much that I don't want you to destruct yourself. I don't want you to self-destruct. I don't want you to be led to a place that you can now not get yourself out of. I don't want you to go back to a place that you prayed your way out of because you feel like that's what you want in the moment, because you feel like that's what's going to bring you pleasure in the moment, and it might. I just have to train myself to trust my voice, my grown, adult, mature voice, instead of that little voice inside of me that is always trying to get me to do something that I have prayed my way up out of. It always just trying to get me to think a certain way that I don't need to be thinking anymore. I don't need to be thinking about pleasure 24/7. Life is not all about pleasure. This is something that I teach my 9-year-old all the time. It's not always about what you want. No, you don't have to sit around being miserable. Like, of course. Ooh, there's a deer right there, child. Whoa, that's a big deer. Holy crap. Be careful now. Ooh, that was a big deer. Anyways, no, you don't have to go your whole life never giving yourself anything that you desire. That's not what it means. But I think that you have to grow up enough to recognize when you need to say no to yourself in order to actually help yourself. When you need to say no to doing certain things, to say no to thinking certain ways in order to help yourself be the person that God is actually calling you to be, and not be the person that the little girl inside of you feels like she wants to be. Because most of the time, that's wrong. That's not right. And to be honest, I let that little girl lead me for so long, and she didn't do nothing but lead me astray. It's like, no, at some point you gotta grow up and realize that that little girl don't really know what the heck she doing. She definitely don't know what the heck she wants. She's only thinking in the moment. She's not thinking long term. Her mind, her capacity isn't even big enough to think long term. She's a little girl. I think that's something we fail to realize as adults. It's like there's still this little girl inside of you that is constantly trying to pull you in different directions. This is written about in scripture. Paul talks about it. He wishes he could do what he wants to do, but for some reason, he can't do the things that he knows he needs to do. And he does the things that he knows he doesn't want to do, that he shouldn't be doing. They need to go get an oil change. I don't know. That's giving you overdue, baby. You smoking. Let me chill. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, Miami.